Hey there, this is the One Boom and welcome to a video about Black Ops 6 Season 1. I'm really excited about this season, but we have a lot of things to say about it because not everything is perfect, not everything is up to snuff in my opinion, but I'm not going to waste any of your time. We're going to get right into the meat of the season, and in my opinion, in this season, it's the weapons. We have fan favorite weapons, new weapons, and some conversion kits, and this is all going to be really fun, starting off with the Krig C. I'm not exactly sure what role this weapon is going to fill in this game, but I am happy to see it. It was one of my favorite weapons to use in Black Ops Cold War. The game describes it as a hard-hitting, versatile assault rifle that performs well across multiple ranges. They say the weapon inflicts moderate damage across the whole body with a 4-shot elimination within its effective range. Recoil control can become shakier through sustained fire, so fire in bursts to retain accuracy, or consider attachments offering improved recoil control to help counter the ramped up movement. It's weird, they describe it as average handling, high damage. We know from my XM4 video, if you guys watch that the XM4 has really average handling across the board. It's the best mix of handling and firepower. I kind of wonder if this is going to be like that, but with a slower rate of fire and a little bit more damage. Basically a true counterpart to the XM4, because every other assault rifle has a niche in terms of damage or range or rate of fire or handling and mobility. And the XM4 is the middle of the road gun, and this feels like it's going to be middle of the road, but middle of the road with a different type of fire rate, a different type of recoil pattern, a different damage number. I hope it's good, but I also hope it doesn't just make other assault rifles useless, because if we have another versatile weapon that also hits really hard, then why would I use the Model L? I don't know. They might balance the average handling with some higher recoil like they were saying there, so who knows? Moving on, I did not expect to see this gun ever add to this game, but this is a SOG 9mm from Black Ops 4, sort of recontextualized in a more contemporary 90s fashion. They say you should pepper your enemies with a hailstorm of lead using this rapid-fire SMG that's perfect for breaching and clearing small spaces. They say it kicks up like a horse when fired down sights, pulled down when aiming to counter the recoil, or better yet, just improve the weapon's already great hip-fire capabilities with the appropriate attachments, including the tac laser for a killer combo of mobility and accuracy via tac stance, or go all out on hip-fire with the akimbo attachment for increased, or unmatched, it says, SMG firepower, and I like that. So it's going to be a rapid-fire SMG that can be dual-wielded. That kind of sounds like the MAC-10 from Black Ops 1, and I'm happy with that. When it said there was going to be a rapid-fire SMG, I was like, okay, well, you already have the Compact 92, so I don't know why you need that. But they're advocating for you to throw a tac laser on it, or hip-fire attachments, or just use 2 of them and hip-fire them everywhere. So this is our spray and pray SMG. Not too bad, happy to see it. And then mid-season, we have an event reward, the Jackhammer shotgun, or in this game, it's called the Maelstrom. This is our fully automatic shotgun, and I'm okay with that. We only have a pump action and a semi-action, and I'm really happy to see a full auto action shotgun. It says it has heavy recoil and a large hip spread, requiring people to get up close to enemies. So this is going to be the thing that people slide into you and just slam you with shell after shell after shell, which is going to be really super fun with the attachment they're adding later, which we'll talk about in a second. We then have the AMR Mod 4, or what is essentially a Barrett 50 cal. This is the hardest hitting sniper rifle in the game apparently. It is going to be a one-shot kill to torso, arms, hands, upper legs, very high recoil with a slow rate of fire. It says that it inflicts major damage out to 100 meters. Its selection of closer range optics also offers the possibility of fighting in the vanguard, a veritable frontline cannon. And that is kind of cool. I like the idea of being able to make this behemoth a close range DMR, but on the other hand, I just love that we are going to have a big, heavy semi-auto. It is the sniper archetype that is missing from the game, and that role needs to be filled, and I can't think of a better weapon for this time period than a Barrett. Next, we have a secondary weapon, but not a pistol. We have this fold-out, slow rate of fire, automatic SMG pistol thing that is going to be in the special category in secondary weapons. This is unique to me because we don't have any special weapons. This is going to be the first weapon in a new category. This is probably where the ballistic knives and crossbow will be added later, if I had to guess. But yeah, this is a fold-out SMG pistol. We haven't really seen one of these since the original Modern Warfare 3 with the FMG9s. But a low rate of fire SMG pistol that has a 32 round mag sounds like a lot of fun, although if it's really good, it might be everybody's main secondary, because who wouldn't want a strong secondary option they can pull out and finish off targets and, potentially mow down a room full of people. Then we have a power drill being added as a rapid melee weapon. That's funny, I guess. We also have a cleaver. Who cares? Now getting into the interesting stuff, we have some conversion kits and attachments. We have 12 gauge Dragon's Breath, the buffer weight stock, burst fire for the XM4, and burst fire for the Compact 92. So we're going to be able to make a more traditional style M16. Hopefully they include the A1 barrel from Black Ops 1. I think that'd make me very happy. And then we have a burst fire, automatic burst fire conversion for the Compact 92. Apparently this is going to let us do auto bursting with the Compact, which sounds like the Chi-Com from Black Ops 2. I'm hoping. Every time they do a rapid fire burst SMG, it never really feels like the Chi-Com, and I'm hoping that the burst delay and everything feels more like the Chi-Com and less like, well, other burst SMGs we've had to deal with. And this buffer weight stock feels like a Modern Warfare 3 attachment because it's going to actually help us with recoil at the expense of our ADS and aim walking movement speed. So this is a actually interesting nuanced attachment where if you want a little bit of extra recoil control, you can throw this on your gun, but you are going to be hurting your mobility. We don't really have a lot of attachments like that in the game, and it's kind of concerning that maybe only throughout the life cycle of the game are we going to get attachments that actually make us think while customizing our weapons, meaning this game might have a really interesting gunsmith with a lot of interesting attachments by the time it's over. I really hope we have carry forward because I'd hate for all of these attachments to be added post-launch, and then towards the end of the game, we have all these interesting attachments, but not really any time to enjoy them as we get ready for the next season of Call of Duty. But either way, that's just my YouTuber brain thinking way out ahead. Let's live in the moment. It's cool that this attachment's getting added. Then we have the 12 gauge Dragon's Breath, and I don't know why this is in the game. I don't want fire shells in Call of Duty. They must have some crazy audience retention scores whenever they add these. Whenever they put fire shells in the game, it's got to appeal to a certain kind of person, right? Because even when they're statistically worse than every other ammo type, people still use them. So all the way back in COD World War II, when this kind of crap was first introduced, and you could get hit by a shotgun and then die around the corner from fire damage, they must have some crazy fucking numbers on player retention when it comes to this. Either way, we have some in-game events that are going to be unlocking these things. We have a battle pass that I'm not really going to get into all the details in the battle pass. Their battle pass feels a little complicated, seeing how they have like 18 paragraphs trying to explain how things can be unlocked. The one thing that stood out to me is that it's a more linear battle pass. We don't have the battle pass map anymore. We go by pages. You unlock a page and then you unlock the items within that page. But it says that people that own the Black Cell battle pass can just pick whatever page they want and start unlocking tiers in that page. So I don't love this, but I feel like I'm not going to fully understand it until the battle pass comes out and I can play with it and see how it feels. We also have to look at the speed in which things are unlocked and how fast that feels. So I'll do a whole video on my opinion on the battle pass after the 14th once this thing drops. So we have some new game modes at launch. We have Ransack. Ransack sees you looting gold bars from crates dotted around the area of operations on a 6v6 map. Once gathered, secure your loot by bringing back to your team's stash. Naturally, this collection needs to be well guarded as the enemy team can raid your stash. So this kind of feels like Kill Confirmed and Blitz and Grind all combined. Basically, you go to stashes on the map, steal the gold, take it back to your base, and don't let the enemies go into your base and steal your gold. I actually really like this. I'm excited to play it. I hope it plays well. It also kind of feels like Demolition with these like certain, like it's a respawn game mode with these positions everyone's sort of fighting over to grab the objective. I don't know, it's a mix of a lot of things and I am happy about it. Then we have Prop Hunt. Prop Hunt's exciting. I'm going to be doing Prop Hunt live streams. I'm going to be hoping that they have a lot of good custom match settings for Prop Hunt so we can really tweak it to our specifications and I can do subscriber matches where we all play Prop Hunt on stream. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Then when it comes to uninteresting maps, we have a couple face-off maps in the form of Racket, which is a sort of gold vault under a bank or something, whatever. And then we have Heirloom, which is an art museum, and that's, yeah, they're small, grindy face-off maps. Not really that interesting. They're in the same realm as like Stakeout or the Mines or whatever. They're great for grinding, they're great for a change of pace, but they're not really something I'm going to talk in length about. I don't expect anything from these maps because they are just for camo grinding and hectic, stupid combat, which is fine, just that's all it is. Then we have Christmas Nuketown, which I'm actually excited for. I think this looks really pretty and I hope it stays in private matches because I am a sucker for holiday-themed maps. It's great to have a Christmas version of Nuketown that looks so pristine. I hated the Christmas Nuketown back in Black Ops Cold War. It just looked so ugly, and now we have this. Very pretty, very happy about it. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. And then when it comes to actual 6v6 maps, we have Hacienda from Black Ops 4, a map that played really well, just a genuine improvement over the idea of Showdown from COD 4, with a sort of arena coliseum courtyard in the middle of a squared off 2-story building. I loved Hacienda in Black Ops 4, and if you guys never got to play it in Black Ops 4, you were in for a treat. We have secret passageways, we have cool water flanks, nice aesthetic. I wish it was as colorful as the Black Ops 4 one, but it's fine. It looks great for the time. Then we have Extraction, which looks pretty nice. I love the aesthetic of this. A lot of bright, vibrant colors, very high visibility. It kind of gives me some Skyline vibes, where we have a simple squared off map that I think it's gonna be pretty easy to learn this one, like in 1 or 2 matches, but it looks to have a little bit of an underbelly to it with a little bit of variance, because you can see that under the helipad there's a secret passageway, and clearly something takes us from this sort of dark interior warehouse or hangar to this nice, pretty interior, like customer service area. Love the visual variety, love the overall aesthetic of that one. And then we go to Hideout, and Hideout feels like a Call of Duty map. This looks fine. Nothing about this really excites me. It looks like a 2-3 lane-ish sort of map with some interior stuff and some exterior stuff. Hopefully there's something that makes this map actually interesting, because looking at it right here, it just feels kind of bland and not exactly very pretty to look at. Then we're gonna have 2 new perks, one called Shrapnel Radar, which will mark enemies on the map when they're hit by your area of effect things like tacticals, stuns, flashes, frag grenades, explosives, C4, whatever. And then we are going to have a perk called Shadow, which just allows us to walk over landmines or shock charges or any sort of placed trap and not set it off. Shrapnel Radar will be tier 3 and Shadow is tier 2, and I think that is a really interesting balance for everything. We don't really have any counter perks in tier 2, so I'm really excited to make some loadouts with these. Unfortunately, Shrapnel Radar shows up in season instead of at launch of season, but what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, we're gonna complain. I don't like how much stuff is in season. Hacienda's in season, Christmas Nuketown's in season, the other face-off maps in season. We have lots of weapons in season. Prop Hunt is in season. One of the 2 perks is in season. We get something like the hand cannon score streak from Cold War returning in the launch of season 1, but in mid-season we get the wild card that lets us have 4 score streaks. This is dumb and weird, and I don't know why they're breaking it up this way. Why release a new score streak at the launch of season 1, but the wild card that gives us the ability to run 4 streaks mid-season? This feels like a weird, really dumb, like small-brained version of oh, we'll keep them playing by basically splitting it in half between one part of the season and the other. And after Modern Warfare 3 blessed us with huge chunks of content all landing on the launch of the season, this feels kinda stupid. Season 1 should feel like an event. I mean, Black Ops 6 launch felt really good. I was really happy with all the content and sinking my teeth into it still, but it's weird that we are going to have a season that's essentially not just we have the launch of the season really big and then some stuff later. It's like you get half your season now and half your season later. Hopefully, season 1 Reloaded takes place mid-December, early December, which it most likely will because we have the Christmas map on it. So they're gonna want to drop that in December as early as possible for all the people that are gonna be on Christmas break and whatever, so they can have Christmas Nuketown 24/7. But just waiting even 2 weeks for the rest of the content feels unnecessary. Just give us a huge chunk of content and overwhelm us in a good way. That'd be really nice. I feel like all of the face-off maps and Christmas Nuketown could have been put in season, but then give us Hacienda at launch to make the launch of the season just feel better. But again, they're so desperate to make you wait that they're giving you a score streak at the launch and a wild card for score streaks halfway through. I don't love this, don't like it, not a huge fan, but overall the content itself, regardless of when it releases, does seem pretty good. When it comes to zombies and Warzone stuff, I'm only going to stream that. I'm never really going to cover it on the channel. So if you want to watch me stream Warzone or zombies, definitely hit the bell icon to get notified when I go live. And I will be doing a whole video on ranked play and my opinions on ranked play. But as for right now, that's going to be it. We have another multiplayer season that seems a little overshadowed by Warzone, but that's for a new video because this video is almost 15 fucking minutes long. See you when I see you guys. Have a good one.